Packed with revenge, betrayal, and twists and turns, our next story today has the makings of a Hollywood movie. You may have heard of Joaquin Guzman, better known as El Chapo or the Godfather. He was the world's biggest drug lord and is currently serving a life sentence in a US prison. However, his business, Mexico's Sinaloa cartel, is still booming and troubling the US. Now, US federal agents have made two significant arrests. El Chapo's partner, Almeo or Ismael Zambada, and El Chapo's son, Joaquin Guzman Lopez. In the underworld, this is no mean feat, and it has the world wondering if the movie rights are available. We'll tell you why vengeance is sweet, but today, the US may say it's euphoric and even addictive, because US federal agents have finally nabbed Almeo. He has been arrested in Texas. This is no small catch, by the way he's one of the world's most powerful drug lords. His real name is Ismael Zambada, and he's the leader of Mexico's Sinaloa cartel. Almeo founded the criminal organization with El Chapo. You may have heard this name before. El Chapo, or Joaquin Guzman, is a drug kingpin often referred to as the Godfather, the biggest drug lord of all time. He's currently jailed in the US, but his son, Joaquin Guzman Lopez, has continued in the business. He has also been arrested, alongside Almeo, who is Ismael Almeo Zambada. Ismael Almeo Zambada is one of the most significant and enigmatic figures in the world of organized crime, particularly within the context of Mexico's drug trafficking industry. Born on January 1, 1948, in El Alamo, Sinaloa, Mexico, Zambada has built a reputation over several decades as a shrewd and elusive drug lord. He is best known as a leader of the Sinaloa cartel, one of the most powerful and influential drug trafficking organizations in the world. Zambada's rise in the world of narcotics began in the 1970s, a period marked by the increasing prominence of Mexican drug traffickers. Initially involved in marijuana and opium production, Zambada eventually expanded into the burgeoning cocaine trade, leveraging connections with Colombian cartels. His operations grew more sophisticated and widespread, employing a vast network of operatives, and utilizing intricate smuggling routes that extended from South America through Mexico and into the United States. Unlike many of his contemporaries, Almeo has managed to avoid capture and imprisonment, maintaining his freedom despite intense efforts by law enforcement agencies on both sides of the US-Mexico border. This ability to evade arrest has contributed to his mystique and has made him a subject of fascination and fear. His success is often attributed to his low profile, strategic alliances, and a deep understanding of the drug trade's complexities. One of Zambada's most notable partnerships was with Joaquin El Chapo Guzman, the more public face of the Sinaloa cartel. While El Chapo's dramatic escapes and eventual recapture drew international attention, Almeo preferred to operate from the shadows, guiding the cartel's operations with a steady hand. This approach has allowed him to avoid the kind of media scrutiny and law enforcement pressure that ultimately brought down Guzman. Zambada's influence within the Sinaloa cartel is profound. He is known for his ability to forge alliances with other criminal organizations, negotiate with rival cartels, and maintain order within his own ranks. His leadership style contrasts with the often violent and chaotic methods of other cartel leaders, emphasizing diplomacy and strategic planning over brute force. Despite his low profile, Zambada's impact on the drug trade is immense. Under his guidance, the Sinaloa cartel has continued to dominate the trafficking of heroin, methamphetamine, marijuana, and cocaine. His operations are characterized by their sophistication, utilizing advanced technology and logistical networks that rival those of multinational corporations. Almeo's personal life remains shrouded in secrecy, adding to his enigmatic persona. He is known to have several children, some of whom have followed in his footsteps, becoming involved in the cartel's operations. However, details about his family and personal affairs are scarce, contributing to the mythic status he holds within the world of organized crime. How did this happen? You may want to sit down for this because the tale of this arrest has the makings of a Hollywood movie. Here's what happened. Zambada was lured onto a private plane in Mexico. He thought the plane would fly further south, so he could inspect clandestine airfields. Just another weekday for him, probably. Instead, the plane flew north and landed in Texas, where federal agents were waiting for the drug lord. You can guess what happened next. But do you know who got Zambada on the plane in the first place? Lopez, yes, the same Joaquin Guzman Lopez, son of El Chapo, Zambada's partner in crime. Lopez took Zambada, got him on the plane, and as soon as it landed in Texas, Lopez surrendered to the US authorities. But he wasn't the only one arrested, so was Zambada. Why did Lopez betray Zambada? It was because of revenge. Lopez blamed Zambada for his father's capture. As entertaining as this sounds, this was a months-long operation by US federal agents and a significant success. This is no mean feat in the underworld. After all, the kingpin has evaded authorities for years. The Sinaloa cartel traffics drugs to more than 50 countries around the globe, with one of their favorite targets being the US. The Sinaloa cartel is the biggest supplier of drugs to the US. Fentanyl is the most widely sold drug. It's even more powerful than heroin, and has been blamed for the US opioid crisis. It's the leading cause of death for Americans aged 18 to 45. So, the US has led one operation after another to crush the cartel. In February, they charged Zambada with drug trafficking, murder, kidnapping, money laundering, and organized crime, a long list. They were even offering a $15 million reward for Zambada's capture. Now they've finally done it, and they nabbed a +1 as well. Perhaps the US made Lopez an offer he couldn't refuse, if you know what we mean. Thank you for joining us in this exploration. If you found this video informative, please like, share, and subscribe for more deep dives into the world's most intriguing figures. Until next time, stay informed and stay safe.